Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for your continued support in this channel. We are heading to 13,000 subscribers. I think just 200 to that mark, 300 to that mark. When Kalonzo Musyoka held a meeting with Mike Sonko, it captured the attention of the country. And personally, I wanted to analyze, but I think I could not figure out what Mike Sonko was up to, or what rather Kalonzo Musyoka was doing with Mike Mbuvi Sonko. Mike Mbuvi Sonko, I will say that, was unceremoniously impeached as the Nairobi County Governor by President Uhuru Kenyatta, and in what was actually packaged as some misappropriation of funds or some corruption allegation at City Hall. And since that day, he was never a happy man. After that impeachment, in fact, it all started from what was seen as Sonko going out to Sonko going out to insult the president. Actually, he abused the president at some point. Then after that, the corruption scandals were thrown his way, and Nairobi County took over. Actually, the Nairobi County takeover happened first, when some functions were transferred to the Nairobi Metropolitan Services. Then after that, we saw the impeachment. I think Sonko was protesting about that move, saying that what he signed is something that he didn't know. But then I think in that protest, he went overboard and the president was a bit annoyed with him. So the person who engineered Sonko to be removed as the Nairobi County Governor was actually President Uhuru Kenyatta. The MCAs and the fate at the Senate was just a legal process, but the person who called the shot was President Uhuru Kenyatta. After that, Sonko was getting cozy with UDA, Deputy President, and of course, someone would assume that if he was to make a political comeback, he was to make a comeback through the UDA. And in a surprise of many, he opted to resign from Jubilee Party and now joined Wiper. Wiper is one of the parties, is one of the affiliate parties in Azimio la Umoja. So by extension, Sonko has opted to join Azimio la Umoja. But then what was his game plan? The latest report that is emerging, and I read it, I think, in People's Daily, his spokesperson is saying that Sonko is eyeing the Nairobi gubernatorial seat through Wiper. Remember, Wiper had also announced that there was also another candidate known as Ben Mulwa, who was Sonko's spokesperson at the Nairobi County Assembly, at the Nairobi County Government. Then Ben Mulwa also was vying through the Wiper ticket, but he did not, as he had not made up his mind. Sonko also joined the race. So the question that now I think is here is, what is Sonko's game plan, or what is Kalonzo Musyoka's game plan with Sonko? IEBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati had pronounced himself that the elected leaders who are impeached and are still facing court cases will not be allowed to vie in the upcoming general election. And Sonko and Waititu are the latest culprits of that. So, and I think Waititu also wanted to vie in Kiambu, but when he had that, he at least he went slow. He's now going slow, and it's not clear whether he is going to seek any elective office in the August 9th general election. So what is Sonko's game plan? For me, I think I want to agree with fellas that think that also feel Sonko should not be allowed in Azimio la Umoja, or not to be allowed, but I think that his coziness with Kalonzo is very skeptical. I think he's there on a political mission, and it's something that is here. The reason I'm saying this is after he joined Wiper, party leader Kalonzo Musyoka in that meeting, I think he was having an interview with another media outlet, and he mentioned that he wanted to join UDA, but he was mistreated by Veronica Maina, who is the Secretary General of UDA. According to him, his first choice was to go to UDA, and so that's why he opted for Wiper. Now, let me tell you, I think there is more than what catches the eye. Before we divulge more on the Sonkos move to seek Nairobi governor race, I want to humbly request you kindly subscribe to our channel, and also, as I insist, please like our videos, and you can also give us your feedback. If you're a Nairobi voter and Sonko is on ballot, do you think you'll vote in Sonko as your next governor? I don't know why you said next, or because he was already a governor, he was just impeached as the governor of the city. Do you think? Because the truth of the matter here is Sonko's impeachment was witch hunt. It was engineered, even though there was that corruption bit, but someone called the shot from State House. So one, I think Kalonzo wants to get into Nairobi governor's race as part of his negotiation in Azimio. This is something that is here because in part of the power sharing and the talks, sometimes you need to have all the variables. So the Nairobi County governor's seat is also going to be a variable on table when all these negotiations are going on. It is not a coincidence that Sonko is leaving Jubilee, joining Wiper, and at the same time, Kalonzo Musyoka is very cozy with President Uhuru Kenyatta. So you cannot underestimate, something is happening, and perhaps Kalonzo wants to say, or maybe give me a deputy governor. I remember in COD agreement, ODM took the governor candidate, that is Kidero, then the deputy Mweke was Wiper. So this could also be another strategy, maybe give Wiper the candidate, and it's a trap. It's something that is there for Mike Mbuvi Sonko, for Kalonzo Musyoka. Then secondly, it could also be possible that Sonko wants to join the city race, not perhaps even to win this elective seat, because he might know that at some point he's not been in contact with the Nairobi voters, and of course the kind of imaging that Nairobi voters now take on him is not that convincing. But he will be out to stop any plan by President Uhuru Kenyatta to win the county governor seat. If you look at UDA, if you look at Azimio has Ngatia, especially on the other side of Jubilee have Ngatia. They have Ngatia, Agnes Kagure. I think they have like 4 candidates. They have Ngatia, Kagure. Yeah. Then on the ODM side, I've forgotten the other 2. Then the ODM side, they have Tim Onyonyi. ODM only have 1. On the other side, they have many candidates. You can also name them. I think I've just forgotten the other 2. So with Sonko getting entry into that, if he is going to be allowed, because there is also a case still going on in court, if he is going to be allowed, then he might be out to frustrate any effort. If he's allowed to vie, I can assure you that Sonko, if he can win the case in court so that he can seek an elective seat, then any negotiation between Wiper and Jubilee and ODM will not see the light of the day. Sonko will go all the way to the ballot, even if it means going to divide the Azimio votes. And by the way, there is a high likelihood, he's likely even to win against the others. That will be another plan for him to go. Now, 3, I think Sonko is not an enemy of deputy president. And this is politics. They are very close with William Ruto. Even if the article that I was reading in the Daily Nation, he was saying that the person who was not picking his calls was Veronica Maina, the UDA SG. And he did not mention Ruto anywhere that Ruto was frustrating him. What I feel is Ruto, Sonko are hatching a trap. So that Sonko to join Azimio, and after joining Azimio, he finds a way, because the trap here is Sonko is a very popular candidate. Sonko is a candidate that is a mobilizer, is a populist. Now, if Azimio can maybe capture him and agree, because this is about the deep state politics, if the deep state can give him the leeway to go and seek an elective seat, perhaps even if not a governor, or maybe go for a senator or any other seat, then that will be a trap for UDA to also push for IT to be allowed to vie. So that is also a game plan. Sonko might be there as a trap to Azimio team to checkmate on the fate of Ferdinand Waititu. Waititu is the former Kiambu governor who was also impeached. Very big likelihood. Lastly, and that is, for me, if you ask me, this is why Sonko was there. Sonko was sent to spy on Kalonzo. I wish I'm wrong, but this one is why I think Sonko is there. Because, Kalonzo has been... Kalonzo is this person, I don't know, I don't understand his politics, but I don't want to say he's more accommodative, but for lack of a better word, let me say he's very vulnerable. Sometime before he joined Azimio, he held a meeting with Moses Kuria, and Moses Kuria went there. After that, Moses Kuria said, I am going to join you if you're not going to join Azimio. Then he was like, where would even go for Moses Kuria for the first place? Then at some point, he also met Jimmy Kibaki. Jimmy Kibaki, they did not form an alliance, but Jimmy Kibaki is now forming his own alliance known as Kenya Yetu. So I want to feel that DP Ruto might have sent Sonko to spy on Kalonzo Musyoka. He can be sent in Kalonzo so that he becomes another hardliner. Kalonzo doesn't have good hardliners. The Eno Kwambua, the Mutule Kilonzo Jr., they're hardliners, but they're not that much vibrant and they cannot make the tough decisions. I want to believe that Sonko is being sent to Kalonzo by William Ruto, and it's a very easy thing. First, go and sit down with him, find out, because what they have realized of late is that Kalonzo is not that much fully committed in Azimio. His commitment in Azimio is tenable, is a bit fluky. So they are looking for loopholes. They have sent Sonko there to look for loopholes. What does he really want, or what is going on, so that Sonko can be around him, and even William Ruto can use Sonko to fund Kalonzo Musyoka so that he can go to the ballot alone in the event that is not going to be picked as Raila Odinga's running mate. I will not be shocked, because I think I was seeing on Sunday there was a lot of conversation, people asking questions. Where is Kalonzo Musyoka? Where is Gideon Moi? Why are these fellas not in the Azimio campaigns? And of course, these are legitimate questions.